Here comes the storm. Here comes the storm.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hexxium, and now normally I don't introduce myself like this, but in this video I know I'm going to be expecting to see a lot of new people. Why do I say that? Because I know a lot of people are going to be here to hate this video. Before you go down there and comment a hate comment, please listen to what I have to say. If you're on my channel and you've been a subscriber, you'll know I've exposed FaZe Linkzy before, and it was a few days ago on a video. That video proceeded to go up on Booster Busters within the last few days as well, and attracted massive attention very rapidly from both the L7 community, as well as the rest of the modding community and everywhere else. Now I have to say right up front here that the sniping community of Call of Duty, specifically the trickshotting community and the L7 community to be more specific beyond that, is worse than the modding community as far as, you know, how people are. They're more scummy as far as that goes, you know, people. You know, I mean, modders, they're scummy in the aspect of the game, but these people are just scummy people in general. You know, what they say, what they do, their actions. And if you don't believe what I say and you don't want to agree with me, then please, by all means, leave. You know, nobody's forcing you to be here, nobody's forcing you to listen to this, but please hear what I have to say if you want to actually listen to the logical side of this and the truth. All I did was expose FaZe Linkzy for being a possible cheater. You know, I didn't say 100% that he is a cheater. I never said that. In fact, I said specifically that we cannot confirm he is a cheater. And as such, you shouldn't be hating on me that I exposed him. I did my job, you know. My job is to expose people and go off the proof I have, and I had the respect to say that it couldn't possibly be him 100%, you know, because there is always the idea of spoofing in Call of Duty. For some reason, that's what people like doing, and that happens a lot, so I understand. I already said in my video that I understand, and I would take the time to tweet at him, and I did tweet at FaZe Linkzy. However, he ignored my tweet all 4 times I did it. I tweeted him 4 times, specifically, to try to avoid a situation like this, to see if he would respond. He straight up ignored them. How do I know he ignored them? He replied to other people. In fact, he replied to somebody who tweeted him the video, and he said that it was nothing, you know. And that's just stupid. That's ridiculous. You know, you could have avoided this whole situation, FaZe Linkzy, if you know, I don't know, you just responded to your people, you know, tweeting at you. I'm not your fan, and I never will be your fan, FaZe Linkzy, but I do appreciate how you did maturely handle the situation when you did show up. It took you forever, way too long to respond, and it waited until, you know, your reputation was getting hit to respond, but you did handle it maturely. As you can see, FaZe Linkzy's tweets here where he handles the situation maturely. However, it could have all been avoided. You know what I'm about to show you guys. You can see all the rest of the L7 tweets right now on the screen. These are all the tweets that came from L7 Chills, his little butt buddy. And I gotta say, L7 Chills, he's one quite pissed off person. We don't normally swear on these videos, you know. I know I have a younger audience, so if you are a younger audience, I suggest plugging your ears if you have younger children listening. Normally I wouldn't swear in this, but ultimately, I'm gonna say straight up, the L7 clan and its people are really, really shitty people, okay? I've never seen anybody so racist, so hateful, without even hearing the story, but just following whatever their leader says, you know? I've never seen anybody that bad. And on top of all of that, they make themselves embarrassed, you know? Not only are they these scummy people, these shitty people that say this stuff, that do this stuff, as you can see on the screen, but they admitted, you know, L7 Chills admitted to boosting and free-for-all. That's just sad, you know? Come on, bro. You're a leader of what community? What community? You know, this community of haters? And you have to boost to do things? Now, I already knew L7 faked clips, but he just admitted to doing that, and that's just sad, you know? It really is just sad. So this will be an exposing video in a way, exposing FaZe as well as Linkzy. You know, I mean, it's a general thing. That clan video was, and so is this one. This one's exposing the L7 people for being as scummy as they are and admitting, literally, to faking clips, you know? It's just sad, really, it is. And I know you're going to be watching this, L7 Chills, because you hate me. I know you're going to leave some hate comments. Unfortunately, you can't because you're banned from the channel, you know? Sorry about that. Maybe if you were a faggot and commenting the word literally faggot on my video, as you've seen in the last video, maybe you wouldn't be banned, you know? There's a thing called professionalism. If you want to handle something professionally, especially being a team quote-unquote leader that you claim to be, you don't go out and call somebody a faggot because they made a video about your friend trying to help the community, okay? That wasn't an attack on Linkzy at all. I had no biased opinion in there. While I don't like FaZe, I kept that unbiased and said it could possibly not be him at the same time as be him. There was no confirmation about that. Now, whenever you did all this, it makes it look like he actually did it. Of course, FaZe Linkzy responded, so I can't say that he did anymore. However, you realize what you did here and how unprofessionally you handled this. And your racist followers, that's just sad, you know, how they attacked. Now, it doesn't bother me one bit. This video is not at all anger at all. I'm not at all mad. Nothing really affects me. I'm just trying to make a video to show how shitty your community is and how shitty your following is. And then you want to go and you want to try to insult me about my views and my subs. Let me tell you this. I never started YouTube. for the views. I never started YouTube for the subscribers. I started YouTube to help the community, you know, and all the other stuff came with it. And I certainly didn't start YouTube for the money, because the money, we don't get paid crap around here. I don't know if you're stupid L7 or if you just got to YouTube, but we don't get paid anything around here. And to top it all off, you know, he wants to say all that, but he's got 44K, something like that, followers on Twitter, but only 22K subs. Not much? Yeah, thought so. You know, it's just sad, guys, to watch these people fake so much and then call me out on faking when I didn't do anything. And on top of all that, he wants to tell all of his friends, his followers, that I'm lying and making lies in videos. Not at all, guys. You know, I tell the truth here straight up, whether it be in my wrongdoing or their wrongdoing. I tell the truth straight up, you know. Like, if I do something wrong in this community, I will admit to it, you know. I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't do this whenever I did, you know. Because I'm not scummy like these people. These people are the ultimate shitty people, and that's why we get rid of these kind of people. And if you guys want to tweet at these guys, go more right ahead, you know, and if they tweet you back, let me know about it. You know, I want to show how scummy these people are. The L7 clan, honestly, deserves no respect. This is why I've always liked TK, because TK, generally, not every single person in TK, but generally everybody there, especially old members that are no longer in there, like snipers like Quantic and all them, are really, really awesome people. You know, they're generous, they're friendly, no matter what, and they handle situations professionally. Ultimately, if you're going to attack anybody about a video, especially another content creator, you should be handling it professionally. If I would have done, you know, if I got a tweet from like L7 Chills, if he said, hey man, this video about FaZe Linkzy isn't true, and here's why, that would be the professional way of handling it, not, hey, faggot, it's lies, you know. I mean, you can believe whatever lies you want to believe, but ultimately, I'm telling the truth, man. And this video is entirely about you, alright, you and your community. FaZe Linkzy, I'm sorry for how things have been handled, man. I'm sorry for everything that's happened around here. Ultimately, it could have been avoided if you just tweeted me, but I get that you're busy. Honestly, you should have tweeted me way before this, because I know you don't get very many tweets. Even though you have that huge following, I know you don't get very many tweets, man. You should have handled this a long time ago. But thank you for responding, man. I really appreciate it. I doubt you'll watch this, but I appreciate it. As for you, L7 Chills, you and your community, honestly, nobody cares about you. Except your little faggotry followers, you know. Nobody cares about you guys. You can favorite each other's tweets all you want. You don't know the truth. And heck do you attack me? One of you guys had the common decency to at least ask what happened before you went and hated on me. Even then, you still hated on me, ultimately. But the thing is, you guys got to have proof before you go hating on somebody, okay? All for hating on people that are scummy in this community. Like L7, everybody can hate on them, you know. They deserve it. You can see their shitty tweets here. But if you're not going to have any proof, you shouldn't be hating anybody, you know? If your leader of whatever it is tells you to go hate on somebody, ultimately you shouldn't be doing that, you know? Not without proof. Everything in this community needs proof, including that. Anyway, guys, this is quite a long rant. This is all about L7, and just to piss off L7, I made this video. Because I want to show how shitty the people are, ultimately, and I want you guys to be aware of how bad a team they are. If you're subbed to L7, I suggest unsubscribing, because they are a really, really shitty channel. You know, honestly, and their leaders are absolutely horrible. You know, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's rather long, but if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Leave a favorite if you really enjoyed. Share this video. In fact, if you share this video, make sure you tweet it at them. Whenever you share this video, if you like it on Twitter or whatever it is, I'll have the title of FaZe Chills, or not FaZe Chills, wow. FaZe Chills, yeah, FaZe Chills. L7 Chills in the title. So whenever you guys like this video, if it goes to Twitter automatically, then he'll get a tweet about it. So maybe his little dumb butt will watch this. Anyway, guys, I love you all. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Leave all the dislikes you want, haters. I really don't care. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.
Put the place up, yeah, we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo, I'm a chaser. Face up, now I feel a little major. Blink of an eye, ego, I'm a taker, shaker. Yeah, she was a born shaker. She shake me out that door to no place. Damn, why you doing all that? Thought you was my wife, but you stabbed me in the back. Something like a rose when we came out there. We settled facts like Da Vinci. I'm breaking codes, so breaking backs. Come on, get your ass up if you're slipping. Put another smile like it was the last Christmas.